welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna do a movie review on Blink Twice. Blink Twice is a thriller, but you know, I like both horror and thriller, and sometimes I can't differentiate between the two of them. So I'm just gonna review them anyway, and you're just gonna have to watch it. If you guys have not seen the movie or not into spoilers, please do not watch this video. Please stop watching this and just go to the theater and watch it. I'm gonna do a lot of spoilers in this video. Okay, so before we jump into the review, maybe a little bit of synopsis. So again, the synopsis is also going to, tell you the spoilers. I think I didn't do any synopsis in my previous horror film review video, so you know what, I'm just gonna do it in this one. The film is actually about this waitress, and she has her friend, also a waitress there, and then she snuck into the private party and she met this influencer billionaire Slater King, who actually owns a private island. The influencer Slater King, he invited Frida and her friend to visit the island, and so they went along with several other people. So after they got into the island, they were given like their own clothes, perfume, some stuff, like it's just like everything is provided. So what they do in the island, basically they just party all day and they have dinner, and then that's it. And then the next day when they wake up, they party again, they have dinner, and then like it's just going on and on and on and on until one day Frida realized that her friend was just missing. Before her friend was missing, she was actually bitten by a snake. Like, I think that was the last thing that she remembers. Like, she was bitten by a snake, and then the next thing that she remembers when she wakes up is that her friend's just gone. But she was wondering, why is it that other guests, despite interacting with her friend, they don't seem to remember her friend at all? So Frida was the only one who remembers her friend. So she was like, what's going on here? Why is it I'm the only one who remembers my friend? So basically Frida did a bit of investigation, and she found out that I mentioned earlier that each of the guests were given clothes and other stuffs as well, and one of the stuff that was given was a perfume, and the perfume is made out of the local island's flower, basically like this exotic flower. So basically after all the digging and stuff, she found out that the perfume that they keep wearing every day, they keep smelling every day, it makes people forget. And then the snake, actually when you're bitten by a snake or got any snake poison inside your body, then you're going to remember whatever that the flower erased your memory. Apparently the reason why they keep partying until night, and then the next morning they wake up and then they party again, not remembering whatever happened last night, is because of that perfume. So actually something sinister quite happened the night before, which is actually I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but you know what, I'm just gonna say it. Well, basically all the women actually got raped, and there's one guy who is I don't think he's gay, but he's like being targeted for sodomy, so he was raped as well. So yeah, it is pretty dark if you ask me. And so yeah, that was basically like the overall plot of the film. Now here's the thing that I really like about the film. I think it's really interesting how I don't think anybody can see that coming. Like, I don't think anybody can guess whatever is gonna happen next. Based on the trailer, we kind of like, ooh, that's interesting, what's gonna happen? And then when we watch the film, the first few, not few minutes, but the first few parts of the film before the climax, we were like, really, what's going on? I couldn't see that coming. Maybe some of you guys could see that coming. Maybe some of you guys were like, oh, it's the flower, I knew it, it's the flower, and it's the snake. But for me, I'm like, I don't know. I really do not know. I was like really wondering like what actually happened, what's going on, is there human sacrifice or something like that, because that was my guess. So the ending is pretty unexpected. I don't know, to me it is unexpected. I would say that this film, when I watched the trailer, I was like thinking that, oh, this is interesting, because this is kind of like Get Out by Jordan Peele. So yeah, I was like really kind of expecting that, and that's exactly what I get. I get a movie that's kind of like Get Out, not in terms of the story, but in terms of the building up and then the climax, like and how the story unfolds, like it's just pretty similar to Get Out. I would say that, I don't know, I mean, I don't know Zoë Kravitz that well. Maybe I might ask her, like, are you inspired by Jordan Peele? And I'm just guessing, but which is really great because I really like Jordan Peele's first two film. I think the last one, I think it's called Nope. I haven't watched that one, to be honest. Alien's not really my thing, so I just didn't really watch that one. But the first two film of Jordan Peele, Get Out and Us, I really love those two. So I would say this film is really great. It's up there, but the reason why I'm not saying it's perfect, so I don't know, maybe Zoë Kravitz, you watching this, take notes. No, just kidding. I don't really know much about film, but this is just a layman's opinion, I'll say. So I think it's a bit draggy in the in the beginning of the film, because they kind of show how they keep partying all day, and then at night they just did something, and then that's it. We're just skip to the next morning to portray the fact that the characters or the victims, they don't remember anything as well. Their memory is also skipped to the next morning, which is great. I like that a lot, but it's just a bit too draggy in my opinion. It's like I keep repeating the party over and over again. I don't know, to me, I feel like that a party montage could kind of be cut a little bit. Maybe just remove like one day of partying, maybe that would be better. Oh, and then another thing is that probably I don't really understand how the flower perfume works, because they did mention that it will erase your memory, but I don't know the technicality, like from memory from how long ago, because I don't know, I just feel like it's a bit weird that we reveal later on that the main character Frida, she actually has been to the island before and then she forgets. So I was like, okay, she forgets, but is it because of the flower, or is it because she got hit by a rock on her head? Like, I don't really know, because I don't know if the flower can actually make you forget whatever that's happening from the past hour, or is it from the past day, or is it from the past month, or like your entire memory is gonna be scratched off. I don't really know the technicality, and so, but I don't know, maybe it's that technicality is maybe not super important, but I'm just pointing out that I don't really know like how the flower perfume works. So yeah, I just feel like that's something that the movie kind of left out, I guess, or maybe it's there but I just didn't notice it. And also, okay, now actually that was probably the only two parts that could be improved in the film, which is actually it's a very few things not very good about the film. And so the reason why the film is actually super duper good is because it has a lot of great points, at least for me. Okay, first things off, I really like how I don't know if this is intentional. I haven't really I haven't really watched a lot of interviews of this film, so I don't really know, but I do notice that they kind of incorporate this Roman Empire partying lifestyle into this film, because after several nights of partying, then I noticed that, hey, it looks like all they do is partying, and then they wear robes like the Roman Empire people back then. So maybe they are incorporating the Roman Empire lifestyle into this film. And of course, not to mention Slater King being the king, like literally, and I don't know what's literally and the other one. Like literally, he is the king because his name is the king, and he is the king of that whole kingdom that basically he created himself by inviting all those people to the island and positioning himself as the richest one, as the most powerful one, as the owner of the island, as the host. So he kind of positioned himself as the king, and all the other guests are his whatever, subordinate, just whatever, just someone below him, you know. And so yeah, when I noticed the ropes, I was like, hey, I think that's a reference to the Roman Empire. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I just think that's a pretty cool Easter egg, if that is an Easter egg. And I also like the fact that it's not really, I like the fact that this happened, but I just like the fact that I feel like everything that happened in this film might actually happen in the real life. Like they might actually be bringing people to either island or a very isolated area, and then they raped people and make them forget, maybe not using flower perfume, but using drugs or something else. I just feel like, wow, that's so when I found out like what actually going on in this island, I was like, oh wow, that's like that is a bit that is a bit like that is kind of dark. And yeah, I have a feeling that actually happened in real life, but just not exactly like what happened there. To me, I would say that if there are survivors or victims of this sort of thing out there, when they watch this film, maybe they might feel triggered. I don't really know. Like it's not just happen in private island or some isolated area. Like it could actually happen in hotels, bars. Like, you know, when someone like give you some drinks and then you become totally blackout drunk, and then they just did things to you and you just don't remember what's going on. Like I think people who are a victim of that kind of thing, if they watch this film, it might trigger them. I think there was a documentary I watched back then in Netflix, like this K-pop idol, this guy, apparently he has this group chat who is raping girls without them knowing it. Like it was already out there, you know, it already happened. Whatever happened in this film, it's based on real life. Okay, I'm so sorry for bringing in the heavy subject. Let's go back to the movie review. Okay, to me, if I need to give this movie a score out of 10, I would probably rate this film maybe 9 out of 10, which is really good. Honestly, it is really good. I promise you guys, I'm not going easy on Zoë Kravitz because it's her first film. No, I'm not, even though yes, I do like her. I like her from Selena Kyle, to be honest. Like to me, her Catwoman is like my third favorite after Michelle Pfeiffer and Anne Hathaway. So that's how I got to know. So yeah, a really solid film, a really good one. I absolutely love it. I think if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it in the theater. I believe it's still in the theater. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. That's all the review that I have for Blink Twice. I hope you liked this review. And if you have watched the film, let me know in the comments down below. Do you like it or not? And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!